Hello everyone, it's Claudia here, and today I am back with a new process video. So for today's layout, I am using the Pink Paisley and Paige Evans Fancy Free collection. And when I started making this layout, I was planning on just using this pattern paper that I'm cutting right now as a mount to mount my white cardstock on. But my plans changed, and something that happens all the time is, when you have an idea and then as you go along, um, you kind of change path and then you just do something different than what you had in mind originally. And the thing with that is that sometimes it works out for the best and you end up creating a layout that you really love. And other times, it doesn't really work out and you make a layout that you don't really like as much. And that was kind of the case with this one. I was making it and I kept going and I kept going because I wanted to finish it, but when I was done, I just did not like it so much. So I actually ended up changing a lot of it off screen, and I wish I would have recorded that, but I didn't because it was getting late and the lighting wasn't too great, which you might be able to tell a little bit in this video as well. So I didn't record my changing process. So I do apologize for that. I will try to mention that. If I don't, then I will probably have a more detailed blog post um, writing about stuff that I changed. But yeah, so I used that chipboard frame from the chipboard sheet that came with the collection, and I trimmed down my photo quite a bit, but it didn't bother me because it didn't cut off any important things. It's just a photo of me and my horse, so as long as you can see that it's a photo of me and my horse, I don't mind trimming down my photo. And I do apologize if my voiceover is a little bit messed up. I just did one for this video, but then I was listening back to it and I didn't like it so much, so I just decided to redo it, so I do apologize for that. I actually ended up, adding a few bits and pieces from my stash, which is nothing too crazy or nothing too groundbreaking, but I did add a few bits and pieces, and you will definitely be able to see that in the close-ups. And I'm just kind of playing around with the ephemera and some bits and pieces I had cut out of either a paper or punched out with my 1-inch punch, which I still use all the time because I do love it. And I'm actually using some foam squares for these circles I punched out to just make them stand out a bit more, and I do really like how that looks and the dimension it adds. And that's just what I'm doing right now. And even at this point, I'm just kind of thinking to myself, like, gosh, I don't like this so much. And the reason I didn't like it is just because I added too much of a busy pattern paper, and even though I added that blue watercolor paper to tone it down, it was still too busy for my liking. And it's all just personal preference. Maybe you like, using a lot of busy papers. Maybe you think, having a very busy layout is good. And I'm not saying it's not good, because of course it's all up to personal preference. But I, personally just felt like it was too busy, and I just didn't like it too much. But changing it didn't actually take too long. It took me about maybe 10 to 15 minutes to change it. And still, I actually have the layout in front of me so I can kind of maybe tell you if there's enough time what I changed. And I don't know, maybe I still want to change it a bit. I haven't decided yet. Actually, before I started doing this voiceover, I, changed something as well. So I'm very indecisive on this layout, I guess. But in the end, I can say that I do like it, and I'm happy that I just went downstairs, had dinner, and didn't think about it, and then just I came back up and I changed, and now I do like it. So yeah, I'm just curious, does that ever happen to you? And how often do you make layouts that you don't like? Is it something that happens often? Does it happen every now and then? What do you do with those layouts? Do you leave them as they are? Do you come back to them at a later point and try to add things or maybe get rid of things to make it look better? You know, I feel like we all have layouts that we don't like as much, and I'm just curious about how you guys deal with that. So, yeah, I don't think there's going to be enough time for me to really tell you in detail what I changed. So, if you're interested in reading exactly what I changed, I would suggest you hop on over to my blog. I will probably link to the blog post for this layout in my description, which is down below. And there you can read all about it. And I thought that I would just punch out some more of the circles with some text. And the original circle from the paper is bigger, but the text that's in the circle fitted quite nicely with my 1-inch punch. So that's what I just did. And then I am just going to finish up my layout, or at least in the video, by adding some gold spatter. So thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry I didn't record the whole changing thing, but I hope it's okay, and hopefully I'll be back with more videos soon. Have a great day.